What's going on, guys? It is DonJoeWonSong here, back in another video. Now we're doing something different. I did this back on Instagram and it did pretty well, so we're gonna go ahead and do it on YouTube, and it is the Office characters tier list. Now, you either love The Office or you don't like The Office. You think it's annoying, or you love it. So here we have a lot of characters. How many do we actually have here? 14, 20. It looks like we have about 34 characters. So of course we have D, which is let's just say very annoying. C we'll put not needed. B we will put average. A we will put makes the show good. And then S, we will have legendary characters. So that's what we're basing it off of. So let's start off with the bottom. Mr. Will Ferrell. Mr. Will Ferrell is not needed. Here we have Toby Flenderson. Now, I like Toby because I think it's a great character in the show. Toby is this guy that just is always hated on by Michael, but most of the other people in the office actually don't mind him. It's kind of funny. They like to share stories with Toby, and then Michael comes by and destroys it. So I think Toby makes the show good because you have to have somebody like Toby, and then he plays the character so well that the way he talks and all that too, it's just like, come on, Michael. So it's funny. Okay. Then we have Andy. Andy is a legendary character. He has done so many things. He started off as this annoying guy from season 2 or 3, I believe, when Jim switched to the other place. And then he came to the actual office when they merged. And this guy was great because he developed a lot. He went from this like annoying character, as we said, to this really funny character. Especially in the whole time of him liking this gal right here. I can't think of the names perfectly. I haven't watched The Office in like 3 months, but and then when she liked they both, because he liked Angela and her, and so Dwight liked Angela. So it was definitely interesting and funny how it all worked. So Andy's a legendary character. Then we have Jan Levingston. I'm just gonna say average because there are some legendary episodes with her. I just think she was kind of annoying, but I think she was needed, so she didn't go into the not needed category. And then I'm just gonna say she's average. Okay, next up we have Creed Bratton. Creed Bratton, we're gonna say is behind Andy though, but Creed Bratton is a legendary character because the things he said, he only gets like one line per episode, and he might not even talk in a single episode, but it is just so funny. Like what he will do, and he'll just say the most random things. It's great. Like he handed Jim a $3 bill before because they were collecting $3 for a birthday party. It is funny. Next we have Meredith, and Meredith is not needed. I'll put her ahead of Will Ferrell though, if I can. Yeah, I don't know what I don't know, Meredith kind of just played this role of just this, like, mom, really. But a creepy mom, almost. I just didn't really care for her. Next, we have Ryan. Ryan, for me, started off as a temp, where he's like, average, maybe, average not needed. Then, of course, he went and did his own thing. But then, as the show got on, he made the show good, especially with, what was her name? Mindy, I think. Mindy, I'm not sure. That's what made the show so good. When it, like, progressed on and stuff. And they were always so off and on. And we'll say that here. Actually, it's Kelly Kapoor. We'll say she's average. For some reason, it just came in my name. But, they did make the show good, but I don't know. Kelly's just average to me. This was Kim. I just felt she wasn't needed. She was kind of annoying. That's all I gotta really say. This guy, not needed. Not needed. I'm sorry, you were needed. Now, Mr. Refrigerator Man. Not needed. He was only in a few episodes. Or, like, he wasn't on that much. For some reason, I can't think of her name, even though she was one of my favorite characters for some reason. What is her name? Let's search up real quick. Erin, that's her name. Oh my, Erin. I can't believe I forgot that. Erin was pretty funny. Replaced Pam as the front desk lady after the whole Michael Scott Paper Company ended. Erin was pretty funny, especially when she was into Andy and stuff. Yeah, I think she was someone that made the show good. A lot of people didn't like her. I thought she was good. Then we have If Karen Was a Person, Angela. She was average. She had some funny moments, but most of it was just, that's just her was her character. Of course, this is no question. Dwight's a legendary character. I'm going to say Dwight goes over Andy. Of course, he is a main character. But Dwight, to me, I personally didn't really care for, like, Dwight. But it was just a great character. Then we have Roy. Roy was not needed. I mean, sure, it added a storyline, but whatever. Daryl, on the other hand, was somebody who made the show good. Daryl, when he became the manager, when with Saber and all that, Michael Scott called it Sabre. But yeah, Daryl was somebody who made the show good. Whenever they went to the warehouse, he was one of the main guys who always had lines. Daryl was good. Pam Beasley was somebody who made the show good as well. I'll say Pam is the highest on this list here. She's not a legendary character to me, but she's someone who like grew throughout the entire TV show, and I thought she was pretty funny. Of course, the whole thing with Jim. But I don't know. As the seasons got on, I just didn't really care for her as much. Then we have Michael Scott's girlfriend. One of many girlfriends. Not needed. She wasn't that funny. Stanley. Where do we put Stanley? Stanley is in between average and makes the show good. I'm going to put him as the best average. Now, let me tell you why he's the best average and not makes the show good. Because I didn't really care for the whole character. He was almost the male Karen, where he just didn't really care. He didn't want to work there. He had some funny moments, like when Ryan and his daughter were like spending the whole entire time together on the take your kid to work day and stuff. He had some funny moments in the whole did I stutta. That was great too. But he's just average. He's the best average for me. This guy was very annoying. We didn't need him. Hank, he didn't do much. He wasn't needed. Rest in peace, Hank, by the way. Moses was very annoying. I tell you what, if Dwight's brother did not need to be. Moses, to me, like, I'm sure we saw him on the farm in later season, but I don't know. This wasn't needed. It was very annoying. Not needed. This guy was also very annoying, but he wasn't even in the office for that long. It was when they had Jim as the manager. I didn't like him because I felt like he didn't treat Jim the right way. Of course, that's not the actor, that's the character, but we're basing this based on characters, not actors. So, yeah, I just didn't really care for him. You are the most annoying on this list. Just ahead of you. Good old Phyllis. Phyllis was just average. You know, I don't know how I feel about her. I can't even remember her name. I have my office characters list right here, though. Joe, that's right. Joe Bennett. Okay, here's the thing. She was sweet and all, and she was kind of funny, but she wasn't really needed. We'll put her there. So obviously the not needed category is leading right now. We have 3 legendary characters. We are now getting to the thick of things, as you can see here. Now I got Kevin. Kevin is someone who makes the show good. I'm going to put him right above Toby Flenderson. Kevin started off the show as someone who was decently smart. Then as the show went on, he got dumber and dumber. Of course, he has some iconic moments like the beans. You're probably wondering why I didn't put him in legendary. I don't know. I just don't feel like he is a legendary character, but he was super good. He's someone who made the show good. The Office would not be the same without these 6 characters, basically. If you were to put these characters in this list, then The Office wouldn't have been a good show to me. But I don't think these players are legendary shows. When you think of The Office, I understand you may think... you may think Kevin. But when I'm thinking of The Office... you're thinking of some of the guys that you'll see when I put on this list, and that one next is going to be Jim. Jim is the most legendary character in this list so far. So, Jim, of course, was a main character in the show. You know, he had a lot of season 2. He was in every single episode. Him and Dwight were a funny combo. Yeah. Jim was in everything, of course. They really like Jim. And I like Jim too. And then we have Gabe. Gabe is someone who I liked at first, but then I didn't. He'll go right behind Stanley as average. Then we have him, who I can't remember his name because it's been a while. David Wallace. Yeah, that's right. So David Wallace was, of course, the Michael Scott's boss, the big guy in New York. Now, I don't know how I feel about him because when Michael Scott visited his house back in season 5, I think it was kind of funny, but I just didn't really care for him. He was just annoying. Then we have you, Oscar. Oscar was very good. He was good, but he was average. That's all I gotta say. I mean, he was in accounting. He was boring. Notice that all the people in accounting are on this list. Now, Michael Scott. Here's the big one. Is Michael Scott very annoying? Yes, he is very annoying. But, is he not needed? No, he's definitely needed. So he can't be in this category. Is he average? I'd say he's above average. Does he make the show good? He does make the show good. Is he legendary? Yes. But he goes here. 3rd place. Jim, Dwight, Michael, Andy, Creed are your legendary characters. When you talk about characters that define The Office, those are the 5. When you talk about 6 characters that the show would not be the same without of, you think Pam, Kevin, Toby, Ryan, Aaron, and Daryl. You think characters that offer something to the show and, maybe do a little bit of filler, but, they're not amazing. You think these. When you think Office characters that you could watch an episode without of, or watch a whole season without of, probably these. And when you think of characters you just don't want to see again, probably these. That is my Office tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thanks for watching.